Hey guys, I'm just looking on for my upcoming EP. I'm very excited about it because this has been a long time coming. Um, just being able to just share a lot of good things behind the scenes that I was going through with someone who I regarded as a mentor. And this song basically was inspired by EP from EDM group. I met her in a spoken word event about a month ago, and she was basically sharing her story about domestic abuse and just kind of how she formed this EP was trying to basically regain back her power that she lost being in that tremendous traumatic rather situation. And the song that I um, was writing a couple of weeks ago. Um, it was like 45 minutes. I just started writing, thinking about her album and how she kind of went through the 5 stages of grief. Um, and she kind of got to the point where she kind of like she accepted that it happened, but she didn't forget that it happened. Like she would to the point where it was like, okay, it did happen to her. It was still wrong that this person treated her this way, but she found her power from being able to release that into music. And I was thinking about it, and I'm like, like I've been through a situation with a mentor, and I gave this person so much power in my life where I didn't want to. Um, um, I gave so much power to this person in my life that I didn't even feel like I could overcome some of the hurdles um that I was facing. Um, and what I noticed is that I tried my best to um, black out those revenge fantasies, black out all these different moments where I felt like, yeah, maybe I didn't want to forgive. And that was my honest truth. But I realized after the fact that months after not talking to this person, um, I felt like I gained a lot more clarity, and also knowing that like, okay, like sometimes time does heal, um, wounds, and even though like I didn't forget about some of the mental hurdles our relationship had towards the end of it, I also feel empowered knowing that I have a voice to say like, okay, I accept this happened, but this mental abuse happened, but I'm also taking back my power, and I'm also not allowing people to treat me any type of way, regardless if it's a mentor or anybody else. And I'm just standing firm on it because I know that us as people, we have so much power than we actually think we do have. And if we don't tap into it, it could also be very detrimental um to our livelihood. It could really impact us greatly. So this is a song that I wrote called I Forgive You because I want to forgive this individual because of the fact that I needed to heal myself. It wasn't more about the other person forgiving me, even though like I would greatly accept it, because I know that this there was a time when me and this person spoke a couple times that this person was more likely to hold space for me, and I forgive this person for not um for just being able to hold space when I couldn't hold space for myself. And even though we had our issues and situations that happened when I spoke to this person at 4 a.m. in the morning and confiding this person, I kind of felt like my feelings were devalued. And after the phone call, it was like probably like 3 or 4 a.m. It was I was told that like I passed the boundary because of the time that I text this person, and other people would say, "Oh no, like doesn't matter what time, like hold space for this person who's not feeling themselves." Like I really wasn't feeling well. Like I was bawling, crying, and I didn't really know who to reach out to, and my mind was like, "Oh, just text anybody I see." Um, and although it wasn't, you know, I wasn't thinking of my right mind, so to speak. I also felt like I was desperate for some guidance, to avoid, you know, that suffering and silence, you know. Um, so yes, like I want the song to be something to inspire everyone to forgive people, because I feel like everyone deserves forgiveness. Like we all make mistakes. Like I'm not perfect, you're not perfect either, and I just realized that, knowing that from what I've been through the last couple months, um, having to deal with gaslighting from this person, watching videos about narcissism, everything that was said to me, I was like, wow, like it just opened my eyes to like, wow, this is actually mental abuse. And even though it might seem like a little subtle, but like little remarks here and there, it just made me feel like I wasn't enough. Um, and I had to practice forgiveness. Like I honestly, to be transparent, I had a lot of revenge fantasies against this person, um, because of the fact that I was so bitter about the situation. I couldn't come to grips with seeing myself less than, um, being told I didn't have a backbone or spine. Um, and I kind of felt like, wow, like where was my feelings at? Like being sold a bundle when I'm literally like crying out for you for clarity and guidance. And it kind of felt like, I was getting like, you know what I mean? Like the peasant treatment, so to speak, like for lack of better words. But for me, like I could just honestly say that, like, you know, okay, I was at fault for the time I did reach out because it was so early in the morning. But also what I learned, I learned the fact that like it's okay to agree to disagree. Like just because I didn't see it this person's way or this person didn't see it my way doesn't mean that we can't forgive one another. And that was one thing that was mentioned in one of our phone conversations, after the fact, that like it takes two to patch the bridge, so to speak. And I agreed with this person because like I can't forgive this person if this person doesn't forgive me back. Like it has to be a two-way street. It can't just be like, well, I forgive you and you don't forgive me. Like that's not how it works. So I honestly felt like I needed to heal, and for me to heal I needed to say, okay, well, I need to be able to just like fully accept that this happened and say, okay, how can I heal from this situation? How can I get better? How can I not let it kill me? How can I allow it to be a testimony for someone else who's going through the same issues, um mentally, that they could say like, okay, yes, this happened to me, but I can forgive this person because A, it made me stronger, or B, like I see life through a new scope. Like I found myself worth through going through that situation. Like, you never know, like these situations that we go through teach us something, and even in the moment, in the thick of the situation, we necessarily don't realize there's a lesson until um we process it months after the fact. That, and I had someone hold space for me during that time, um that I was going through this with this mentor, music professional, and I was forever grateful because those times, and this person would check up and question a lot of the things that was going on between me and this person, so that just to check to see if I was doing okay. And this person couldn't wait for me to part ways just because with this individual, just because it was known the type of behavior that this person was applying, or just in general, some of the qualities like narcissism, gaslighting, all these things that this person was a clear representation of. I didn't see the signs until this person said, "Watch this video, watch this," and I was like, "Oh, okay, okay." And so I started connecting the dots for myself, so that I could be more aware of these things, these different things. So this song is I forgive you because I needed the healing. I needed to trust that. this will serve someone else also and myself to know that every time I listen to this song that I'm reminded of, yes, of the situation, but also of how I grew from it, how I could say like I'm on the other side of it now, knowing that like I can honestly say I sleep better knowing that I forgive this person and I'm not gonna let it destroy me. I'm not gonna let it keep me depressed. I'm not gonna let it keep me in fear position. I'm not gonna let it get to my mental health. I'm not gonna let it affect the people around me because of the fact that I'm going through this situation. So I want this to be a song to empower you, encourage you to also practice forgiveness because it's more about forgiveness for yourself and it's not really about the other person. Like you need to heal those wounds so you can serve the people you're meant to serve.